Well, bracing for a surge in migrants at the southern border that could come in a matter of days. Title 42, the Trump-era immigration policy put in place during the pandemic, is set to expire on May 11th. So the White House is hoping to curb a crisis with a critical agreement with Mexico to accept more migrants who are sent back across the border from the U.S. Biden administration also deploying 1,500 U.S. troops to assist Border Patrol agents. Joining me now, immigration reporter for the Texas Tribune, Uriel Garcia. Uriel, so glad to have you with us. Just talk to us about this deal that was made between the U.S. and Mexico. What immediate impact do you think it will have on migrants at the border?
Right. Thanks for having me on. The immediate impact that it will have is that migrants can expect more legal ramifications with this. Unlike Title 42, using the laws that were historically there, that means that migrants who cross the border illegally could be charged with illegal entry or legal re-entry if it's their second or multiple times. They could also face some time in jail or prison and be barred from entering the country for up to 5 years. So the impact will be immediate, and like I said, unlike Title 42, the consequences are a little more severe.
Right. And do you think, I mean, look, this is your beat. Do you think Texas is prepared for Title 42 to end?
I mean, I guess the way I would ask the question is, could have they been prepared? I think if there's political will, there's always a way to be prepared for these things. But there's just not a lot of political will to want to be able to help a lot of the migrants that are coming across the border. That's why we're seeing a lot of hundreds, if not thousands, of migrants out in the streets of downtown El Paso, waiting for shelter space, waiting to be able to get tickets out from El Paso to their final destinations. And keep in mind, not everybody wants to stay in the U.S. Some of them have told me that they're looking to go to Canada, but because they can't go into the U.S., they're either stranded in Juarez or they're kind of waiting in limbo in El Paso.
You know, let's take it back to something you just said. You know, as an immigration reporter there in Texas, you witness everything. Let's talk about what you've seen within these border towns. You just touched on it a little bit, just the impact that this humanitarian crisis has on those families, on those children, on those communities.
Right. You know, I don't want to make it sound like it's chaotic in El Paso, right? I live here. I'm a resident here. And, you know, I'm pretty comfortable here. I feel pretty safe. But with that being said, we have to keep in mind that the migrants and the people who work with the migrants are going through a very stressful and chaotic situation. NGOs, leaders of NGOs just want to be able to help as many people as they can, but they realize that they can't. And so like I said, a lot of them are sleeping in the streets. And, you know, I think it's pretty common for people who see this scene and are walking day to day or, you know, could be a little scared. But ultimately, you know, I think the situation that the hardest situation that people are going through are the migrants themselves and the people working with them.
All right, we'll continue, of course, to follow this as Title 42 is lifted and the troops heading to the border. Let's stay in close touch, and especially when you get down there, Uriel, let's hear from you and continue the conversation. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.